believe, innamal khamru wal maisiru, most certainly intoxicants and gambling, wal ansab wal azlam, dedication of stones, divination of arrows, rijsum min amal shaitan, are an abomination from Satan's handiwork. فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Abstain from such abomination that you may prosper. Alcohol is even prohibited in the Hindu scriptures. It is mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 235, that a priest killer, a liquor drinker, a thief, and a violator of the Guru's marriage bed, these people, they are committing major sins. Few verses later, Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 238, that these miserable men, no one should eat with, no one should sacrifice for, no one should read to, no one should marry. They should be left wandering in the earth, excommunicated from all religions. Further, it's mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 11, verse number 55, that a priest killer, a liquor drinker, a thief, and a violator of the Guru's marriage bed, and those people associated with these people, they are committing major sins. Alcohol is prohibited in the Hindu scriptures in several places. Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 225. Manusmriti, chapter number 7, verse number 47. Rigved, book number 8, hymn number 2, mantra number 12. Rigved, book number 8, hymn number 21, mantra number 14. And further Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, innamal khamru wal maisiru, most certainly intoxicants and gambling. Gambling is prohibited in Islam. Same thing in the Hindu scriptures. It is mentioned in Rigved, book number 10, hymn number 34, mantra number 3, that the gambler says, my wife holds me aloof, her mother hates me. The wrecked man finds none to comfort him. Further, a few verses later, Rigved, book number 10, hymn number 34, mantra number 13, play not with dice, cultivate thy land, and enjoy the wealth. Further, it's mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 7, verse number 50, that a liquor gambler and one who indulges in hunting, these are the worst four kinds of people. Further, gambling is prohibited in the Hindu scripture in several places. Manusmriti, chapter number 7, verse number 47. Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 221 to 228. And Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 258. Further, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wal ansab wal azlam, dedication of stones, divination of arrows. Fortune telling, it's prohibited in Islam. Same thing in the Hindu scriptures. It is mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 258 to 262, that anyone who earns his living, a fortune teller, a good teller, a soothsayer, the king should punish them according to the severity of their crime. And regarding bribing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 188, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ بَيْنَكُمْ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتُدْلُوا بِهَا الْحُكَّامِ. Use not your wealth as a bait for judges. Bribing is prohibited in Islam. Same thing in the Hindu scriptures. It is mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 9, verse number 258 to 262, that whosoever deals in bribing, the king should punish them according to the severity of their crime. Regarding pork, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in no less than 4 different places. In Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 173. In Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 3. In Surah Adab, chapter number 6, verse number 145. And in Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 115. حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْبَيْتَةُ وَالدَّمُ وَلَحْمَ الْخِنْزِيرِ وَمَا أُحِلَّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ. Forbidden for you food are dead meat, blood, flesh of swine, and any food on which any other name besides Allah's name has been taken. These 4 types of food are prohibited for us Muslims. Same thing is mentioned in the Hindu scriptures. Pork is prohibited in the Hindu scriptures. It's mentioned in Manusmriti, chapter number 5, verse number 19, that a Brahmin knowingly, if he eats cock, onion, or the meat of bacon, the meat of pig, he shall fall. Further, it's mentioned in Vishnu Sutra, chapter number 5, verse number 49, that anyone who sells a forbidden meat, his opposite hands and limbs should be chopped off.